Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Today is December the 9th, making today's math on the day 9 or born or to make manifest, um, which is also like, I don't know, like not like physically to like create and bring into existence, but also like mentally, like to get a picture, to create that picture and bring it into existence within the mind's eye, you know? Um, like when things click or make sense, that's making it born. The knowledge is now born. Um, but also, the total math for today is 3 and 9 and 4 is 7 and 9, and 9 is the magical number that just makes born what you started with. So it'll be 16, which is knowledge, equality, all being born to the God self. Um, so um, when we know that we are, like, consciousness itself, like we are here, so consciousness can experience itself. Um, like everything is God, and we are the aspect of God that can reflect, if that makes sense. Like we are a reflection, but we also are the, like, we can think of past and future. Um, we can think of things bigger and smaller than ourselves. Um,
You seen her cup?
it's a cup that was right there that was dirty, but I want to say her cup was under the stool that she had, so maybe it's in the bedroom.
Come on, girl. Come on. She about to take a nap.
Okay. What time that clock say on the stove?
3:10.
Okay. Excuse me. What was I saying? Oh yes. No, I don't know. So 7 is the total summation for today, bringing us to God's self. Again, no, that's what I was saying. That we are all, like, we are the way, we are the vessel in which the universe experiences itself, um, consciously, because everything experiences the universe because it's all here, but we can perceive and think rationally and logically and build or destroy, um, which of course was the math for yesterday. Um, but the knowledge of equality, the knowledge of that being able to make equal, um, is what makes us a special, like even in the Bible, like man had dominion over all things. And that is not dominion, in my opinion. I don't know. I haven't done the correspondence in the Hebrew Bible to see what word is really being used for dominion right there. But I would say that that is saying that we are a step up, not to say everything else is beneath us, because again, we are all one, but we can take it to the next degree of being able to process, um, and choose and build and destroy and use discernment or wisdom, um, and again make things born, which is today's math. And again, today's letter will actually be, yesterday was equality, today is F, which in the actual nation of gods and earths, they teach that F is Father. But Father meaning Clarence the 13th, Father Allah, Allah the Father. who was the one to make this knowledge born for everyone. Um, However, I would say that I would argue or contest because I choose not to subscribe to anything, which is why I wouldn't consider myself a 5%er. I truly do believe in omniism, or I guess I would be an omniist that believes that everything is one, everything is connected. Um, but again, I don't know enough about how they categorize omniism really, like in its aspects, to know if I truly align with each one, which is why I choose not to denominate with any denomination. um, and like I was saying to my sister, and a few videos ago that we was talking about denomination, but D means like to go away from or to take away from, and then nom being name, like nomenclature. Um, so to come away from your name, and even in the Bible, the biblical text, um, the name is important. It's like your personality, your character was your name. It wasn't just like the letters that made up the sound that you get called, um, which is still sound is vibration. So again, it still carries the same weight. But of course, we were not taught to think this way. This school of thought that was shared by the mystics in Egypt, or the school of thought that was shared by the practicalists in Hebrew, or like each language comes with a school of thought. Each religion comes with a school of thought. They are all schools of thought. Um, but the supreme mathematics, they taught father for F. I believe it would be freedom, because to me, again, I say the freedom to think for oneself. Not saying that, like, I have a friend who lives next door who is a Muslim and chooses not to honor prophets because he feels like all people are people, and I'm not saying that there's just always like a degree of corruption with power when it is being wielded a certain way. Um, like certain things will go to your head because at the end of the day, we are all humans. And some things are embellished over time and exaggerated, and there's like a inflation to reality, to truth. And you still have to be able to take everything with a grain of salt and make your own decisions, which is why I would argue, if you choose not to honor prophets, that it will be freedom, because you can still get the same truth without saying, well, this person was divine. I'm not saying the person didn't exist or didn't do great things and that everybody is not divine, but saying that this person is not a step up in divinity, that they reached the level of divine that is within this knowledge. They pass it on and they are great for that, but they weren't like, I don't know how to explain it. There is like, they taught no mystery gods. So maybe this is not how they meant it, honestly, because they believed that the black man was God. So just calling him father is because he is the one who passed on the knowledge or the DNA, because DNA is just information, that allowed the nation to be built. So in conclusion, or in summation, the reason I would put freedom instead of father, even though you can still put father there if you are meaning it, like I said, in the sense of being the one who passed on the information, the beginning of the line of the nation. But again, I would still add freedom, meaning the freedom to think for oneself, um, because again, I didn't like the way it was originally set up was for you to come to this knowledge through an enlightener who was your teacher and your guide, and that's the way you got it. And however you got it from that person was how you got it, which made it be different. I don't know, just like in, I wouldn't say any religion, because this I wouldn't say is a religion. Even like they would say that it's not a religion, even though I'm sure there are people that will argue that it is a religion. That I don't know. Like I said, I choose not to denominate myself, because again, denomination is DED is to go away from. Nam is name, and Asian is the action. So the action of stripping you of your name or your character, your culture is in the name, really. So for that reason, like I said, the Father, I get how they got there, but I would add freedom to that degree or to that letter, to give a broader aspect of what that frequency embodies, even to add frequency. But I try not to pervert the teachings too much, because again, it is, I believe, a great tool, because it is the natural processes put into a format that is understand. It's a knowledge that is able to be applied, so you can exercise the wisdom with the knowledge, and it is understandable, so you can definitely show and prove the knowledge. So again, this is why I'm presenting it. Again, I'm Poor Righteous Teachings. I am Cameron Marquise, but I Poor Righteous Teachings. The brand is Poor Righteous Teachings, and I do believe there's, again, truth in everything, but especially in this school of thought. But again, I didn't come to it with an enlightener. I haven't had a mentor to, I had influences, but not necessarily a mentor to, or a teacher or a guide or an enlightener to really build with. But again, people have been reaching out, and maybe I should be that. But again, the reason I don't want to be that is because, like I said, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that, because to be an enlightener is to be of it, and I wouldn't consider myself of it. So I can help you understand the mathematics if that's what you need. I can help you understand the alphabet, because I feel like those are just universal things. But when you get into the 120 lessons, a lot of that is, I'm not arguing its validity, but I'm saying it is specific to that school of thought, and aspects that I personally don't align with. So, it is what it is, really. But peace, blessings, all that good stuff. Check the website, poorrighteousteachings.com.